In this video, I'll demonstrate a couple of things in Chapter 3, Activity 4, Frames. And this is using Publisher. Publisher isn't nearly as robust a software as InDesign for desktop publishing as we've already talked about, so we'll do what we can with it. In this case, they want to change the measurement to pica, so go to File, which is your Backstage view, and go to Options and Advanced. And then in the display area towards the bottom, you'll see that you have several choices in measurement. Picas and points are usually the ones that most desktop publishers like to use because they are more precise. So in this particular document we'll experiment with picas. You'll note that 6 inches or 6 picas make 1 inch in here. Okay, then we're going to go to Insert and insert a page. And I'm only going to insert one blank page so far. I'm going to go to View because I wanted them facing, and it won't show that yet, but it will once I add another page. Okay, on page 2, what I want to do is add a text box. So I'm going to go to Insert and draw a text box. I want the text box to be 2 columns, so I'm going to go to Columns and change it to 2. And the way you'll note this is up on the ruler line, you'll see the margin, the right margin, and then again over here another column. Okay, I'm now going to insert a file, the one that you've downloaded called frames.rtf. RTF extension means that it's rich text format, which just means that it can hold some formatting but not all of it, but it will, you can insert it or open it with open source software or Word or even a text editor. Okay, it didn't quite fill it up, so I'm going to insert it a couple of times. You could also copy and paste it. And one more time. Okay, and it automatically made a next page to put the runover information in, the extra. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete that because I want you to be able to see what it looks like when you need to pour. The dot 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 down here, and if you hover your mouse over it with a hand, shows that you need to pour the rest of the text into another page. It also shows that all the text isn't being shown because of those red corners on the frame. So I'm going to click on this dot and I'm going to pour it. Notice I've got a picture looking thing, and I'm going to pour it into that other page. Now what I want is for it to be a regular text box like the other one, so I'm going to expand it. And then I also want it to be 2 columns, so I'm going to change it to 2 columns. Now that's one way to do it. There are several other ways. That's probably the easiest way to do it. And the reason we did this was so that you could see all of the extra text. You didn't have to put that in there 3 times. But you do need to have the other columns filled first. Okay, anytime you go from one page to the next with an article, you do want to add a link to that or a continued note so that they know to move to the next page. So to do that, just click and draw a text box at the bottom. And you can adjust this if it's not where you wanted it. And just type in continued, and it's like a footer on page 2 or page 3. And then over here, I'm going to do another text box. And type in continued from page 2. The only other thing they had you doing that I do want to show you, but I wouldn't do this till the end, you can drag to move the rulers so that they're closer to the edge of the paper, like such. Not always necessary, but sometimes it does help you with alignment to have them there. I would not do that before I changed it to 2 columns, because if you do, it'll make it a mess. End of this video.